Good evening. As the FFA Vice President and Senior Class Vice President, I want to welcome you to Greeneview High School's commencement ceremony for the class of 2018. We appreciate that you have chosen to celebrate with us this evening. We realize that we would not be here tonight without the collective support of our parents, our relatives, our friends, our teachers, our school leaders and support staff, our Jamestown community, and many others who have touched our lives throughout our educational journey. Before we begin our program, I would like to specifically recognize those individuals who have taken on a direct role in our education. First and foremost, we feel privileged to have attended a high school where the faculty and staff know us personally and are committed to our success and on an individual level. Will all district teachers, aides, office personnel, and support staff stand at this time to be recognized? We would like to acknowledge the Board of Education members with us this evening. Although we do not always have direct contact with you as students, we understand that you make the difficult decisions that have made Greeneview local school district into our second home throughout our years in school. As I call your name, please stand to be recognized. Audience, please hold your applause until all board members have been announced. Board President Todd Ireland, Board Member Suzanne Arthur, Board Member Scott Powers, Board Member Angela Reagan, Board Member Teresa Wallace. Also sitting on stage are several other school leaders who have been instrumental in our educational experience. Again, please stand as your name is called, and audience, please hold your applause until all names have been announced. Greeneview Local Schools Superintendent, Mr. Isaac Sievers. Greeneview Local Schools Treasurer, Mr. Jacob McGrath. Greene County Career Center Supervisor of Satellite Operations, Mr. Ryan McCourt. Senior Class Advisor, Mr. Paul Thompson. Middle School Principal, Mr. Denny Morrison. High School Principal, Mr. Brian Mosser. High School Assistant Principal, Mr. Neil Kasner. Guidance Counselors, Mr. Jeff Zipes and Mrs. Kim Reffett. We would also like to thank our long-term substitute band director, Mr. Phil Coates, for leading the musical portions of our ceremony, and our underclassmen National Honor Society members for distributing programs and ushering. Leading our seniors in this evening were Kevin Combs and Hannah Engel. We have two special guests with us this evening that we would like to acknowledge. First, joining us this evening is Tina Kosha, a mother of Ethan Kosha, a member of the class of 2018 who lost his battle of cancer in 2010. Please join me in recognizing the friends and family of Ethan Kosha who have joined us this evening. The second special guest we have with us this evening is Mrs. Shana Benton, or Mama Benton, as she is more affectionately known around the school. As many of you know, Mrs. Benton was unable to finish the school year due to a brain aneurysm in January. After 25 years of service to our school and a lifetime of service to the Jamestown community, Mrs. Benton is retiring to spend more time with her grandchildren. Please join me in welcoming Mrs. Shana Benton to the podium to formally address her students one last time.
I brought my emotional support person with me tonight. I'd like to thank Mr. Mosser for giving me the opportunity to address you this evening. I'm proud to say that I started my career at Greeneview in 1979. Some of you are probably still out there teaching freshmen, and I see some of my freshmen from this year that I'm proud to say that I'm ending with freshmen too. I wasn't going to do this. So life is a journey, and soon to be graduates, I know that you would love that journey to be flying down 85 miles per hour on a straight, smooth stretch of 4-lane highway just to get to your destination. But in reality, it's more like a trip through the hills of West Virginia, where you're climbing up and zooming down, and then you circle round and round, and Sometimes you meet detours and roadblocks and even some dead ends along the way, and that's just the way it is. The most important thing is, though, it's the journey that matters least. It's the journey that matters most, not the destination. I want you to make sure along your journey that you take time to love and laugh and cry and forgive and continue to learn and persevere and be kind and be humble. My journey took a bit of a detour, as you know. But during this time, I saw the very best in people. Whether it was through cards, kind words, gifts, flowers, food, prayers, and the most amazing video on earth, I felt the love for sure. And I know in my heart that the world is a wonderful place. Don't ever forget that. So, class of 2018, and to you, my colleagues, and my dear friends, and my beloved family, and my Greeneview community, I want you to be bold. I want you to be brave. I want you to be kind, and never, ever give up on the journey. Appreciate that journey. Thank you.
The class of 2018 is proud of the men and women who have chosen to serve our country and protect its freedoms. We ask that those in the audience who have served or are currently serving in the armed forces please stand to be recognized. We are especially proud of those in our graduating class who have chosen to join this fraternity of men and women in uniform. We invite those from the class of 2018 who have enlisted in armed forces or who intend to enlist to the stage to be recognized during the singing of our national anthem by Greeneview Sensation Show Choir. Audience, please hold your applause until all names have been read. Elizabeth Adkins, United States Air Force. Zarek Furman, United States Air Force. Gage Gettner, United States Navy. At this time, we ask that you stand for the singing of our national anthem. Gentlemen, please remove your caps.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang clear, the bombs bursting gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land
Will exchange students Emil and Milana, junior class president Kevin Combs, senior class vice president Brad Akel, and National Honor Society president Allison Simpson please join me on the stage at this time? With us this evening is our special friend from Moldova, Emil Nair, and our friend from Serbia, Milana Marovic. We were blessed to share our lives with Emil and Milana, each of whom addressed their classmates at the Senior Class Awards program last week. In just a moment, as a symbol of friendship and goodwill, we will continue a long-standing Greeneview tradition of exchanging country flags with our exchange students. Before we do, please join me in thanking Emil and Milana for enriching our lives this year. During the flag exchange, our Sensation Show Choir, led by Miss Emmy Ray Watson, will perform the Greeneview Alma Mater. While they are singing, Greeneview student leaders will exchange flags with Emil and Milana. At this time, please stand for the singing of our Alma Mater.
This year, Greeneview has 3 salutatorians. Each will be given an opportunity to address the class of 2018. First, I am honored to introduce co-salutatorian Mason Link. Mason finished high school with a 4.3 grade point average and will major in chemical engineering at Ohio University. Please join me in welcoming Mason Link to the podium to address his classmates.
Good evening, and welcome to our graduation. I would like to thank each and every one of you for participating in this extremely magical moment for me and my classmates. This will be our first steps across the stage, our first steps in our next chapter. So thank you for joining in. I'd also like to thank my friends, family, coaches, teachers, mentors, the guy who jump-started my car at the gas station last week, and anyone else who helped me, big or small. Thank you. Without you, especially the guy who jump-started my car, I wouldn't be standing here today. However, I would more specifically like to thank my class of 2018 for challenging me, for growing with me, and for striving towards greatness alongside me. Class of 2018, my classmates. These last 4 years, well, they felt like they would go on forever. And yet here it is, our graduation. Gone is our freshman year, where our eyes glistened and gleamed with wonder and fear as we first stepped into the high school. Gone is our sophomore year, the year we thought we were the king of the world, simply because we weren't freshmen anymore. And then junior year, it's gone too. The year we surfed on by and scoffed at the sophomores and ignored the freshmen and envied the graduating seniors. And now, here's our senior year, come and pass, and it too is gone. And yet, even though I've always looked forward to this day, I'm terrified. I'm scared. I don't know if you guys can tell, my voice is shaking a lot, but I am nowhere near ready to say goodbye. I wish these years could go on for a lifetime. And yet, again, here we are this night. I think that fear has really caused me to drag my feet, to hesitate in this last school year. In fact, I didn't get along to writing this speech until the late hours of last night, if I'm going to be honest. And even though it was really assigned to me some month or so ago, I didn't even truly decide to even try and write this speech until yesterday evening when one of my classmates sent me a post on Instagram. It was of a young boy running down a hallway before eventually sliding down the stairs, trying to get away from his mother, who is saying, "It's time to go to sleep." And that classmate said 6 words to me: "You running away from your speech." And looking at these words, I find it hard to believe that I am about to say this, but she was right. But not only about me and my speech, but about myself in general. I've spent my whole life running away, whether it be procrastinating at my work, refusing to study for school, or even blaming my faults and failures on fate. I've gotten so good at running away that I even fooled myself into believing that I stood my ground, that I did my best I could. However, in reality, I was lying to myself. I was running away, and all it took was those 6 few words to make me realize this about myself. Yet, what does this have to do with anything? Why does this matter? Well, this all pertains to one powerful thought that I first stumbled upon on Instagram. I am on that way too much, by the way. And the post I saw went something like this: many people commonly believe that if you were to travel back in time and change one small thing, crush a butterfly, that the future, the present, would be completely different if you were to return. However, very few people believe that by changing one small thing here in the present, that you can change the future. And I found this awe-striking in its simplistic reality. However, this lesson didn't really stick with me. As you realize, I didn't do my speech until last night, but I think it really started to kick in when my teacher and mentor, Mr. Christopher Robin, told me this: every little action you do will have a tremendous effect on you, whether it be the simplest white lie or the pickpocketing or stealing at the grocery store or even saying hello, good evening. It will have an effect on your character and who you are and what you do in the future. So class of 2018, friends, family, and everyone else who has graced me with your presence, have faith. Have faith that any small action you take in this one moment can change your life, and that it can take your life in a direction that you never thought possible. Just like those 6 little words made me realize that I am a terrified graduate who is shaking in his boots right now. And those 6 little words moved me to do this. So it's even possible that less will move you to do something even greater. I've taken my first step. Will you? Will you make one small change that may lead to greater things? Thank you for your time, and class of 2018, congratulations. Here's the cheesy catch line: we made it.
Thank you, Mason. Next, I'd like to recognize co-salutatorian Hannah Wilburn. Hannah will finish high school with a 4.3 grade point average and will major in computer science at Wright State University. Please join me in welcoming Hannah Wilburn to the podium to address her classmates.
Congratulations, class of 2018. You're finally graduating. You know, as a freshman, I was certain that this day would never come. At the time, 4 years seemed like an eternity, because looking forward, all you can see is the potential struggles and the potential setbacks. Looking back, however, 4 years really wasn't all that long. Sure, we've had our struggles, but in the end, we made it. We're here. We're graduating. And for that, we have to thank the wonderful teachers and staff members who did everything in their power to make this possible. We also have to be proud of ourselves. In the end, the only one who could make this happen is you, the student. That will probably be true in life moving forward. It may seem like you are miles away from where you plan to be, like you'll never reach that goal. But if you work for it and don't get caught in the struggles, you'll get there before you know it. No matter what your goal in life is, if you keep working and pushing yourself, you will get there in no time. Beyond the struggles are the fun things that brought our class together, the things that made high school something more than the tests and homework. The one thing I liked about being in a small school and that I found comforting was the predictability of knowing everyone. If not personally being friends with them, then at least recognizing them and having a general idea of who they are. That gave school in general and our graduating class a sense of togetherness, and that's something I will miss. I will miss knowing who all of the teachers and staff members are. I will miss the atmosphere of the school in general. But this is time to move forward in our lives. I don't want to take any more of your time than necessary tonight, so this concludes my speech. Thank you.
Thank you, Hannah. Finally, I'm honored to recognize co-salutatorian Lindsay Wilcoxon. Lindsay finished high school with a 4.3 grade point average and will major in biology at the University of Dayton. Please join me in welcoming Lindsay Wilcoxon to the podium to address her classmates.
I got up the stairs, so I'm doing good so far. Thank you all for being here tonight. It's an honor to be speaking to you, and congratulations to the class of 2018. First, I want to thank my teachers for all they've taught me, my family for always supporting me, my cousins for being my role models and showing me that bullying is sometimes a form of love, and my parents for absolutely everything. High school is not all it's cracked up to be. We all grew up seeing it in movies and thinking that these are going to be the best 4 years of our lives. But we quickly realized that we'd basically been lied to. Life pretty much sucks as a freshman. You don't know who you are or what you're doing. As a sophomore and a junior, you're basically here to pass your classes and have a good time. And by senior year, suddenly you have to know what you want to do for the rest of your life. High school kind of just seems like a pretty nice way of saying welcome to adulthood, but just like everything else, it has its highs and lows. It would be awfully sad if this was as good as it got anyway, because then what would we have to look forward to? When in all honesty, there's so much. We have so much to learn, to do, to see, and we have great lives to lead. And we get to live this life full of the knowledge we will take with us, and we have Greeneview to thank for that. A small school like ours definitely has its pros and cons. It's great because we all know everyone, and it's not because we all know everything about everyone. It is a blessing and a curse depending on how you look at it, but in all honesty, one of the best things about this school is the people who work here. Our teachers and staff don't just want to teach us, they want to get to know us, and that's something I'll really miss. They're always here for you too. If you're desperate for food, Mr. Terrell almost always has mints. And if there's a wardrobe malfunction from a stain to a tear, Mrs. Geringer is there with shout wipes and a sewing kit. Anytime you need to talk, someone is happy to help, and they give some pretty good advice. But aside from the teachers, the students are close too. Don't get me wrong, I'm excited for what is next for us, but I can't say that I won't miss Madison Saunders yelling hi every time I see her in the hall, listening to Kelly's fishing stories, betting with Cassidy who will win The Bachelor, or even hearing Brad make truck noises in the hallway. But as we go our separate ways, keep something in mind. Now that we are graduating, people are asking us left and right what we are going to do with our lives and looking for a serious answer. But now is not the time to make hard and fast decisions. Now is the time to make mistakes. Take a wrong turn and find somewhere you've never been. Accidentally sign up for a class and end up majoring in Spanish. Fall in love and get your heart broken, maybe even a few times, I don't know. But let your life happen and enjoy it while it does. So make mistakes because that's how we learn. Make mistakes because this is the beginning. We have so much life to figure out what is right for us and what is wrong. Make mistakes because that's how you'll know what you want to be and who you are. So congratulations, guys, we're nearly there. Thank you.
I'd now like to invite our senior choir ensemble to the risers. They will be singing a youth mashup arranged by senior Jenna Kepler. This year, Greeneview has 2 valedictorians. Each will be given the opportunity to address the class of 2018. First, I am proud to introduce co-valedictorian Molly Nixon. Molly finished high school with a 4.4 grade point average and will major in health sciences with a pre-med track at Butler University. Please join me in welcoming Molly Nixon to the podium to address her classmates.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of my class, I would like to thank you all for being in attendance on this very special night. I'd like to start off by thanking just a few of the many important people who have helped me to stay motivated over the last 4 years. First of all, my family and friends, but specifically my mom, for always supporting me and pushing me to do my best. But most importantly, for getting on me about writing this speech from the day it was assigned so I wouldn't procrastinate it like every other high school assignment. But little did you know, I didn't turn it in until exactly 1:04 this morning. Whoops. I would also like to thank the teachers, staff, and coaches that have put up with us over the years. You have all significantly impacted not only our education, but also our lives. I would especially like to thank Mrs. Gardner for being my school mom and giving me chocolate on the days I needed it most, and Mr. Terrell for dealing with my attitude for 4 years in a row and being understanding when my labs in AP Chem literally never worked. I could stand up here for hours thanking those of you who have impacted our lives thus far, but I won't, because tonight is about us, the class of 2018. This is the last time we will all be under the same roof together, and I know you are all ready to walk across the stage and get your diplomas so we can get out of here and start our new journey in life. Trust me, I am more than ready. I also know that many of you are sitting out there scared. Not only scared that you are going to trip walking across the stage tonight, but scared of starting a new life away from all the people you have grown up with over the years. And that is perfectly fine. It feels unreal that this day is here. The past 4 years have flown by. It feels like just yesterday we were walking through the front doors of high school for our first day of freshman year. Through our freshman year, we looked up to the seniors. We thought they were so cool. And I don't know about you all, but I could not imagine what it would be like to wear a bright red cap and gown, to walk across the stage in front of hundreds of people, to get a piece of paper that would start the next chapter of my life. And I certainly couldn't imagine giving a speech on that same stage because I got nervous talking in front of the 15 people in my freshman English class. But here I am, and here we are, wearing those silly caps and gowns, getting ready to cross the stage to receive possibly one of the most important pieces of paper we will ever get in our lives. It all feels just like a dream. Over the course of the last 4 years, we have made memories that we will never forget. We will never forget standing in the student section on chilly fall nights cheering for our football team as they win the game. We will never forget the fight song being played as the cheerleaders do the same routine at those slightly lame yet memorable 10-minute pep rallies we had maybe 3 times a year. We will never forget gearing up for our final game, meet, or match, and we will certainly never forget the tears running down our faces when we lose and realize that it's over forever. We will never forget going to our last homecoming and prom, where the same 2000 throwback songs were played every year by the DJ, aka our English teacher, Mr. K. We will never forget spending more time sleeping in Thompson's class than studying government, or how hard Mr. Robin graded our essays. Yes, I'm still salty about that 20% he gave me sophomore year. Those of us in speech class this year with Julie, oh Julie, will never forget how even when there were 3 days left of class, she somehow still couldn't remember our names. We will never forget the memories we made on the senior trip, or for some of us, on the senior trip bus, or spending hours getting ready for the senior prank, and then having to clean it up 10 minutes later. We will never forget getting those college acceptance or rejection letters in the mail, or taking the dreaded ACT. But most importantly, we will never forget tonight, the night we go from being high school seniors to high school graduates. High school is a time for growth. For some of us, that means physically, like for me, 6 inches to be exact. But most importantly, it was a time for personal growth, and a time to discover who we really are through the experiences we had and the memories we made. But now it's time for us to take what we've learned over the last 4 years and build upon it. This fall, we will be going our separate ways, some of us to college and others straight into the workforce, and a few into the armed forces. But we will never forget where we came from. In the fall, I will be a Butler Bulldog, but in my heart, I will always be a Greeneview Ram. To the class of 2018, whatever you choose to do in the next stage of your life, I challenge you to put your phones down every once in a while. Focus on the experiences you have and the people you meet. I also challenge you to take your mask off and let your true self shine. You have a fresh start, a chance to make a new first impression, and a chance to find people who accept you for who you really are. So please, take that chance. I'm not going to stand up here and give you more cliche advice for the future because I need that advice just as much as any of you. But I will say that every one of you sitting in front of me has the potential to do great things in life. But it's up to you whether you use it or not. We have been prepared for the future over the last 4 years, so now it's time to get our diplomas and go chase our dreams. Congratulations, class of 2018. We made it.
Next, I am pleased to recognize our co-valedictorian, Abigail Snavely. Abby finished high school with a 4.4 grade point average and will major in biomedical engineering at Wright State University. Please join me in welcoming Abby Snavely to the podium to address her classmates.
My fellow graduates, first let me congratulate you. I would like to begin by thanking God for bringing me to where I am today. I would not be here without his blessings. I would also like to thank my family, my mom Andrea, my dad Chris, my sister Emily, and my fiance Jared for all of their unconditional love and support. I am so truly thankful for each of you. Lastly, I would like to thank all of our teachers and Greeneview High School staff for dedicating themselves to our learning and growth, not only as students, but people. Over the past 4 years here at Greeneview High School, we have learned a lot. Mr. Sharp taught us how to write crazy logarithms in exponential form. Mr. Thompson taught us about our government, and I learned at mock trial that I never want to be a prosecutor. And Mr. K gave us amusing yet often much needed dating advice through his morning announcement show, A Cup of Coffee with Mr. K. All of this knowledge will no doubt be valuable as we go forward in life, but I think the most important thing that we have learned over the last 4 years is how to persevere. We all know by now that the path to graduation is not always smooth, and that the past few years were not without their struggles. Endless revision, frustrating times when we did not understand, class papers, homework, and everything else in between. Although these things may seem small, and looking back now, they are, each task we completed was preparing us for what's ahead. We have proved we can focus, dedicate ourselves, and accomplish what we set out to do. The skills we have learned over these last 4 years will help us work toward our goals and propel us into our future. Many of us here will go on to be great doctors, lawyers, scientists, musicians, engineers, teachers, join the armed forces, and so many other wonderful things. With dedication to our goals and perseverance through the hard times, I know each and every one of us can accomplish great things. Winston Churchill said it like this: "Success is not final, failure is not fatal, it is the courage to continue that counts." I believe this is a fitting statement for us all to remember. We have reached success today, but don't let it be final. Keep pushing toward even greater success. If we fail, it is not fatal. Get back up and learn from the mistakes that made you fall. Whatever we all set out to do in life, let's have the courage and the strength to continue through all of life's challenges. Again, congratulations, class of 2018.
I have the greatest job, and I really appreciate this evening because I get to see you in red and blue, and I get to enjoy the culmination of a lot of hard work. And so it's my privilege to stand here this evening and to address you for just a few fleeting moments before you get prepared to come get your diploma. First of all, I want to thank the work of the staff in Greeneview Schools. It's an honor to work alongside of you and to go to work with you every day. And students, I heard it this evening from you, and I want you to understand how much they care about you. I hope that's evident. I hope that's something that you carry with you as you leave Greeneview High School, that we've cared for you, that we've taught you, that we've nurtured you, and we've given you an opportunity to succeed outside of our school district. Recently, I had an opportunity to speak at our local church, and this thought came to mind during the preparation. The way to impact our community is to remember that we are here on purpose and for a purpose. We are here on purpose and for a purpose. Students, you are our staff members' purpose. You're the reason we went into education. You're the reason that we come to school and prepare every day. Seeing you in red and blue today fulfills a dream that they have for you. That purposeful endeavor is to leave a lasting impact on your lives. That's not only possible because they taught you math, science, or history, it's because they have intentionally developed relationships that have encouraged you and challenged you along the way. Please oblige me for a second as I just give you 4 S's. 4 S's that I think if you think about these things as you go forth today, that you will remember that relationships matter. That intentional relationships matter. Because I think whether you go into education and you have the opportunity to sit here and see you in red and blue at some point in time, or you go into medicine and you can see the end result of a care plan that you've developed come to fruition, I think all of us at some point in time sit back and say, why am I doing this? What's the purpose and what I'm here for? Your impact on these communities or groups that you live in, that you work in, the families that you raise can only be realized in relationships that are intentionally and continually developed. So I encourage you as you go forth to travel, to explore, to get outside of your comfort zone. I've grown tremendously in my life when I've gone to new places, when I've seen others around me and I took down those barriers. And I just encourage you to see those around you. Open your eyes and open your hearts to be able to see those around you. When you look outside of ourselves, we truly see the people around us, and then we become more aware of the beauty and sometimes the despair in the world in which we live. When we begin to see our place in the world, we have the ability to change the world. The second S is to study your community. Ask questions. Be inquisitive. Get to know the people that you're living with in the dorms, or that you're working beside in your cubicles, or that you run into on your daily commute. Make sure that you study those around you. Take an interest in learning about them, their wants, their desires, their needs. This has led to so many amazing opportunities for me in my life, and I've learned from my college teammates who grow up in different parts of the country and different circumstances from my own. I've learned from students who came to us from Puerto Rico or Mexico, or I've learned from our foreign exchange students. When you study those around you and you begin to ask questions, you get outside of yourself and you develop relationships. So when you see those around you, study what they need. And the third S is to serve. This has been one of the hallmarks of your class, and I'm proud of the work that you've done to serve our community, to serve each other in need in Jamestown and throughout the Miami Valley. I love that you've been a part of trips to downtown Dayton to the gospel mission. I love that when you show up in downtown Dayton, they give extra work because they know you've come to serve and your attitudes are right. They love seeing the Greeneview bus pull into the gospel mission. I've seen it strengthen relationships and transform lives when we're willing to be humble and serve those around us. It's opened doors for conversations that need to take place and for change to happen. And the last thing is to speak up. To speak up for your community, to speak up for what you know is right, and to speak out for what is true. Only after relationships are developed and formed do you earn the right to speak up. That's where you gain the ability to speak and lead, and because you've developed the credibility as someone who cares and who is willing to humbly serve alongside other people. So as you go forth, as you commence this journey, I want to encourage you to see your community, to study the needs of those around you, to serve the people that you come in contact with, and to speak up for what is true. Class of 2018, you've been challenged, encouraged, and taught over the last 13 years by a caring and loving staff. It's now your opportunity to engage in your own purposeful journey. Be intentional to engage in your community. It takes work, hard work. It takes effort, and you have to be consistent. The first part of the journey requires action in the first step. I loved this quote by Vance Havner. Many people have the right aim in life. They just never get around to pulling the trigger. The vision must be followed by the venture. It is not enough to stare up the steps. We must step up the stairs. Class of 2018, it's your opportunity to take the first step up the stairs this evening. I'd like to ask Mr. Todd Ireland, School Board President, to please step forward at this time. With the authority invested in me by the State Board of Education and the Ohio Department of Education, I now declare that the members of the class of 2018 have met the prescribed graduation requirements of the Greeneview Board of Education and the State Board of Education. Mr. Ireland, will you please present the diplomas?
Alexis Sierra Abling, daughter of Patty Richards and granddaughter of Gail and Terry Richards, will attend Ohio University and major in integrated language arts education. Elizabeth Ashley Adkins, daughter of Holly and James Adkins, will attend the University of Cincinnati Blue Ash College and major in nursing. Caitlin Elizabeth Allen, daughter of James Allen and the late Tanya Kaufman and guardian Amanda Taylor, will attend Wright State University and major in criminal justice. Braden Allen Baker, son of Guy and Mindy Baker, will attend Ohio University and major in sports management. Matthew James Ballard, son of Sherry Ballard and the late Joseph Ballard, plans to work for a landscape company. Shane Beat, son of Melissa and Steve Beat, will attend Clark State Community College and major in nursing. McKenna Leanne Bennett, daughter of Perry and Shanna Bennett, will attend Sinclair Community College and major in nursing. Gabrielle Christine Boyer, daughter of Tanya Wilson and Chad Boyer, will attend the University of Kentucky and major in biological sciences. Emily Butts, daughter of Tom and Vanessa Butts, will attend Clark State Community College and major in nursing. Jamie Alexandra Clark, daughter of Leslie Collins, will attend Sinclair Community College and major in dentistry. Jeremy Philip Coates, son of Phil and Marcia Coates, will attend Shawnee State University and major in game and simulation design. Cassidy Elizabeth Collins, daughter of Susan and Dwayne Collins, will attend Shawnee State University and major in business administration. Chloe Corbin, daughter of Dawn and Wayne Corbin, will enter the field of cosmetology. Colleen Curtis, daughter of Michelle and Brian Curtis, will attend the University of Cincinnati and major in neuroscience. Jessica Rose Dale, daughter of Patrick and Teresa Dale, will attend The Ohio State University Marion campus and major in anthropology.
Luke T. Dean, son of Aaron and Cindy Dean, will enter the workforce as an equipment operator for ACD Excavating. Lane Dillon, son of Melinda Pierce, and his future plans are undecided at this time. Dylan Drake, son of Nikki Mangan and Adam Drake, will attend Clark State Community College and major in business. Bradley Stephen Akel, son of Greg and Amy Akel, will attend Ohio State University ATI and major in agribusiness. Hunter Ellison, son of Shelley Ellison and Jason Pitts, will study automotive technology. Frankie Renee Fife, daughter of Kelly and Spud Fife, will attend the University of Cincinnati and major in nursing. Caleb Thomas Finkbeiner, son of Bethany and Jason Finkbeiner, will enter the workforce. Zarek Keith Furman, son of Angela Lewis and David Furman, will enlist in the United States Air Force. Celine Victoria Freetag, daughter of Leah and Rob Hoagland and Lori and James Freetag, will attend Ohio University and major in pre-law political science. Ty Frost, son of Rob and Missy Frost, will attend Clark State Community College and major in business. Gage Denver Thomas Gettner, son of Aaron and Shauna Gettner, will attend The Ohio State University and major in dental hygiene. Sarah Lynn Givens, daughter of Bill and Tammy Givens, will attend Sinclair Community College and major in interior design. Lane Willis Goodbar, son of Shelby and Tony Goodbar, will enter the workforce. Madison Goss, daughter of Jeanette and Chris Hoskins, will be participating in Project Search. Jacob Michael Green, son of Kenny Green and Carrie Curtis, will be starting a career as an electrical lineman.
Hunter Daniel Grimm, son of Jeff and Angie Grimm, will attend The Ohio State University Lima campus and major in computer engineering. Cassidy Hargrave, daughter of Miranda Rowland, will attend Central State University and major in agriculture education. Kelly Hart, son of Connie and Jason Hart, will attend Ohio University and major in chemistry. Brenna Marie Hurd, daughter of Tracy and Jeremy Hurd, will attend Sinclair Community College with an undecided major at this time. Darian Heath, daughter of Natalie Heath, will attend Cedarville University and major in psychology. Faith Shireen Henderson, daughter of Amber Walk and Jeremy Henderson, will attend Sinclair Community College and major in veterinary science. Brooke Logan Hendrick, daughter of Deborah Knox, will attend Sinclair Community College and major in nursing. Katie Ellen Hilbig, daughter of Rachel and David Hilbig, will attend Wright State University and major in business with a minor in political science. D'Artagnan Drew Hoven, son of Robin and Kevin Hoven, will attend Wright State University and major in accounting. Hunter Hughes, son of Bob and Sue Hughes, will attend Sinclair Community College and major in automotive technology. Cameron Jackson, son of Leslie Jackson and stepfather Brian Jones, will attend Sinclair Community College and major in emergency medical science, fire science. Logan Jackson, daughter of Leslie Jackson and stepfather Brian Jones, will attend Aveda Institute for Aesthetics. Maddie Nicole Johnson, daughter of Heather Bagley and Jack Johnson, and stepfather Ryan Bagley, will attend a dental program in the fall. Jenna Ellen Kepler, daughter of Robin and Nathan Kepler, and guardian Jessica Kepler, will attend Hillsong Leadership College and major in music. Cameron Killen, son of the late Mark Killen and Lori and Michael Nasina, will attend Ohio Peace Officer Training Academy to serve as a county deputy.
Onyx Melody Craner, daughter of Chad and Shauna Craner, will attend Wright State University and major in vocal performance with an emphasis in education. Dylan Leeds, son of Matt Leeds and Audra Henderson, will attend Owens Community College and major in diesel technology for Ohio CAT. Mason Monroe Link, son of Francis and Alicia Link, will attend Ohio University and major in chemical engineering. Gwendolyn Elaine McCauley, daughter of Susan and David McCauley, will attend Clark State Community College and major in digital multimedia. Olivia Rose Maxwell, daughter of Lisa and Steve Maxwell, will attend Capital University and major in nursing. Haley McLeese, daughter of Lisa and Carl McLeese, will attend Sinclair Community College and major in nursing. Hunter Mershon, son of Tracy and Mike Mershon, will work as a Vectran contractor. Matthew Dalton Mick, son of Rhoda Bishop and John Mick, will begin work at Jeff Schmidt Auto Group. Tallulah Milo, daughter of Lorena Keaton and Christopher Milo, will attend Sinclair Community College and major in nursing. Cheyenne Charisse Montgomery, daughter of Michael Montgomery and Tanya Weatherford, will attend Clark State Community College and major in early childhood development. Allison Moore, daughter of Ronnie Mullican, will attend Sinclair Community College and major in criminal justice. Terry Delray Nichols, daughter of Amber and Nicholas Cook and Sean Nichols, will attend Bowling Green State University and major in marine biology with a minor in chemistry. Molly Page Nixon, daughter of Joyce Scott and Sandy Nixon, will attend Butler University and major in health science on the track for pre-med. Grace Elizabeth Nolan, daughter of Todd and Karen Nolan, will attend Mount Vernon Nazarene University with an undetermined major at this time. Chloe Grace Pitstick, daughter of Phil and Melanie Pitstick, will attend Aveda Cosmetology School.
Hunter Brooke Richards, daughter of Tina Sievert and Gail Richards, will attend the Sinclair University of Dayton Academy and major in sociology and minor in pre-law. Tyler Palmer Robinette, daughter of Josh and Christy Robinette, will attend Ohio University and major in wildlife biology. Ethan James Russell, son of Rodney and Chrissy Russell, will enter the workforce. Elena Alex Savina Rychek, daughter of Nicole J. Rychek, will attend Sinclair Community College and major in veterinary medicine with a focus in livestock. Madison Riley Saunders, daughter of Craig and Tina Saunders and Jeff and Betsy Hoven, will attend The Ohio State University and major in psychology. Mason Schneider, son of John and Dawn Snyder, will attend Wright State University and major in human resources. Joshua Salim, son of the late Sandra Salim and the nephew of Penny and Donald Scott. His future plans are undetermined at this time. Madison Shreve, daughter of Amanda Garrett and Josh Shreve, went to the workforce as a United States postal worker. Aaliyah Brooke Simpson, daughter of Mindy Simpson and Matthew Simpson, will attend the University of Cincinnati and major in electrical engineering. Allison Simpson, daughter of Mindy Simpson and Matt Simpson, will attend the University of Cincinnati and major in health science pre-occupational therapy. Abigail Snavely, daughter of Christopher and Andrea Snavely, will attend Wright State University and major in biomedical engineering. Allison Renee Sparkman, daughter of Nancy and Glidden Sparkman, will attend Sinclair Community College with an undecided major at this time. Faith Strickle, daughter of Crystal and Jason Strickle, will attend Ohio University and major in biological sciences.
Emily Grace Stringfield, daughter of Aaron Stringfield, will attend Creative Images Institute of Cosmetology and major in general cosmetology. Tyler Nicholas Tackett, son of Scott and Sarah Tackett, will attend Ohio University and major in mechanical engineering. Cam J.L. Treadway, son of J.R. Jackson and Amanda Treadway, will attend Sinclair Community College and major in sports medicine. Christina Nicole Tyree, daughter of Chris and Emily Tyree, will attend Muskingum University and major in middle childhood education. Madison Grace Upchurch, daughter of Bruce and Tina Upchurch, will attend Word of Life College and major in Bible. Brendan Wallace, son of Brian and Victoria Wallace, will attend Sinclair Community College and major in information systems. Maddie Ward, daughter of Stacy and Terry Ward, will attend Capital University and major in biology with a pre-vet emphasis. Hannah Eileen Wilburn, daughter of Maria and Jeff Wilburn, will attend Wright State University and major in computer science. Lindsay Erin Wilcoxon, daughter of Bruce and Kelly Wilcoxon, will attend the University of Dayton and major in biology. Cole Williams, son of Willie Bozen, his future plans are undecided at this time. Haley Chardonnay Wiseman, daughter of Sarah and Gary Nard and Joshua Wiseman. Her future plans are undecided at this time. Paul Zerfus, son of Jim Zerfus and Tina George, will attend the University of Cincinnati and major in information technology.
Class of 2018, congratulations. For two of our seniors, tonight is not just commencement, it is also their birthday. Please join me in wishing a happy birthday to senior Celine Freitag and Madison Goss. Graduates, as we send you off into the future, I feel compelled to weigh in on one of the great questions of our time. Laurel or Yanny? Parents, if you're unfamiliar with this debate, a high school student recently posted an audio file from a vocabulary website that contains a recording of the word laurel being pronounced. But many people who hear this audio clip hear the word Yanny. Individuals of all ages have weighed in on this internet debate, expressing disbelief that anyone could hear anything other than laurel or anything other than Yanny. In my own family, my dad, brother, and I all hear laurel. My mom, sister-in-law, and wife all hear Yanny. Now, aside from being a bit amusing, the laurel or Yanny debate does have some interesting scientific underpinnings. The words laurel and Yanny evidently contain very similar sound frequency patterns. According to neuroscientists, when we encounter similar sound patterns, our perception of the sound is determined by brain imprinting. In other words, our brain is just as important in how we interpret or decode sounds as our ears. Now, if our brain contributes to how we interpret sound, imagine how instrumental it is in how we make sense of the world around us. And graduates, it's important for us to remember that like a muscle, we can train the brain, which means over time we can change the way that we think. This year, we challenged you to change the way you think about others through our monthly activities and advisory, such as the 2200 Challenge. But our most powerful activity, of course, was our entire school field trip to see the movie Wonder. As I'm sure you remember, this movie tells the story of a boy named Augie who has a rare medical condition causing facial deformities. Augie's world is turned upside down when he is enrolled in a public middle school and is forced to come face to face with other children who are not accustomed to being around others who are different. They struggle with how to respond, sometimes doing in kindness, but often doing so in cruelty. This struggle is best embodied by Augie's friend Jack, who initially befriends Augie because his mother tells him he has to. Despite Jack initially being repulsed by Augie's appearance, over time, he and Augie genuinely become best friends. You see, the more time that Jack spent with Augie, the more his brain was retrained to see Augie differently. In short, Jack was able to get past Augie's appalling appearance because he changed his brain imprinting. Greeneview graduates, as you head into the future, I challenge you to consider where you need to change your brain imprinting. Who are the Augies in your life who you need to give a chance before drawing conclusions about them? What are the issues you need to consider objectively before drawing conclusions or forming an opinion? I will tell you up front that this is always an uncomfortable process. It is not easy to change habits of thinking, but like most things in life, things that are worthwhile are not easily achieved. As you endeavor to become a better person by working intentionally to change the way that you think about others, I'd like to leave you with one guiding principle from Mr. Tushman, the principal at Augie's school. He states, "Shall we make a new rule in life? Always try to be a little kinder than is necessary." It's not enough to be kind. One should be kinder than needed. We carry with us as human beings not just the capacity to be kind, but the very choice of kindness. Graduates, when given the choice between being right and being kind, always choose kind. We cannot always be right, but we can always be kind. Parents and friends, in just a moment, I'm going to present the class of 2018. And as we do so, please remain at your seats as our students collect their caps and recess out of the chapel. Students, at this time, I ask that you stand and place your hand on the tassel on your cap. In a ceremonial move used for decades to signify your completion of one journey and the start of another, I now ask you to take your tassel and move it from one side of your cap to the other. It is with great honor and privilege that I now present to you the Greeneview High School class of 2018.